Hi and hello family. It's time for another story time. It's Thursday again. It goes so fast. And here I am. It's been a long day and it's so hot. So I have my fan that you will see from time to time in this video. So yeah, it's hot. Anyways, if you're here for Second Life today, I am not having anything Second Life related today. It's only on Tuesdays. I do have Second Life related things, and there will be Sundays too with Second Life related things, but I'm mixing it up on Sundays. But for today, you are going to put on your pajamas, you are going to have something to drink, take your chips bag or something, chocolate, just something, put a blanket on. You don't even have to watch me on camera if you don't want to, and just listen while I'm telling you this crazy ass story that happened to me back in late 2005 when it started. And I will have to make I have to do this in parts through some Thursdays. Oh my god, Tuesdays, Thursdays are very hard words for me. But I am going to put parts on this because it's a thick, juicy, fat ass story. I'm sorry the language, but it is. This is a story that people have been looking strange at me that I am delusional. So yeah, but I have a lot of evidence for everything happened, so there is nothing about that, and I do not need to prove anything for anyone. I know what happened, so yep. Okay, I really didn't want to tell who this person is. I'm not going to mention who it is. I am going to tell you how close this person was to me. He was my brother. I did have 4 brothers. Now I'm standing with 2 left. One passed away that you guys know about. And my little brother, he's not younger than me, but I call him little brother because he's the smallest of the boys. So yeah, me and him, we used to be so close when we were growing up, especially in my teenager times, where he used to give me cigarettes and alcohol and just like never told mom about it. And he was so cool. He was that brother you could hang out with. And he was a very creative soul. He wrote a lot of poems, and I remember that I think he used to draw as well. I don't remember, but I do remember his poems. That yeah, but he was a very special young guy, and he used to be my everything, but everything changed. So for me, this is really sad. I really wanted to write a book about the whole situation, but why am I going to write a book when I have a YouTube channel where I can share this just like this? And I really don't want to write a book because everyone is doing it, and I don't like trends. But it's like, of course I can help maybe other people that can be in the same situation, because I have studied a lot about mental health after this situation, and about all kind of personality disorders and all that. I am no psychiatrist, or I don't have any education in school about this, other than my research that I had to do myself, and as well talk with professionals through this matter, because in the end I started to doubt myself that I was delusional. Not that the people they looked at me like, if I told about this story, they started looking at me like there was something wrong with me, like, hello, that did just happen, are you okay? Because stuff like this, this is like what happens on the movies, stuff that get made videos about in the States, or like someone with a very what can I say, morbid, twisted imagination. So yeah, but of course I am always at the right time, right place, you know, blah blah. Yeah, I don't know the saying, but I was trying. So today I've been walking down memory lane. I have digged documents and yeah, try to remember where I'm going to start with the story. So I'm just gonna dive right into it, and I'm seeing how far I come, and I just have to make more parts of this story. I hope you enjoy, and just remember this can be triggering. So I'm just putting it out there that if you're easily triggered by stuff, please do not watch this video. So now you've been warned that this stuff is crazy. I just have to put my ass in the chair like really good here and roll my pants up. Okay, it goes like this. My brother called that he had met someone because he was getting divorced from his previous wife and all that jazz. And I was like, ooh, my brother got a new girlfriend. I'm so nosy. You know how it is with little sisters and stuff, brothers. So he was asking like, sorry, can we meet up and can we, you know, and I'm like, yeah, sure, of course we can do that. So we met up, they come to my house, me and my husband's, and oh my god, my throat is so dry. I'm nervous. I feel it. I feel I'm nervous telling this because it done so much damage. They came, and when I saw her, she was so beautiful, sweet, and acted all innocent. And yeah, I think that she was lovely. And when she was at my home, she was really cold. So of course you offered the woman a blanket. So I did that and served coffee and all the stuff you do when people come over, and especially when you have strangers over. And my brother, he was already then tiny little bit. I saw some changing, but it's like I didn't even think about it. It's just afterthought that I've been like, oh, he changed really early with her. And then he started telling me that, sorry, my throat is crazy now. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So my brother started talking that she had been attacked at her work. Like this was the first conversation like we met. And I'm like, what? What are you saying? Yeah, someone had attacked her and hit her and thrown her on her car or something. I can't remember all the really juicy details what my brother told me what happened to her, because I thought it was so shocking that someone had abused her at her work, you know. And I'm like, oh my god, you need to call the police and all that. And my brother was like, no, we are not calling the police, they're going to take care of this themselves. And I'm like, hello, you do not do that, you know. And then they were talking a little bit of the situation and what they were going to do and how they were going to do some damage on these people and all that. And the thing is that my brother didn't know who had done this, but he was going to find out. So yeah, of course. And I could see her, she was so hurting, and I was like, oh my god, you really need to contact the police, because being attacked at work, and you work in the health system. What the, you know? And then after a while, they came back on a visit. We were just, you know, talking, and what me and my husband were sitting there. We were talking about Miss Universe competition, and then she said, no, my brother said that she had been competing in the universe, I mean that competition of beauty pageant or whatever that was. And I'm like, oh cool, for Norway, like you did the going for Norway, because you know there's so many steps to come levels up until you are in the final universe over there, you know. So, and then my brother said, no, she was Miss Universe in, I do not remember which year it was, but that year I remember who won that competition. And I'm like, hey, this can't be right. And it's like, just there, it's like, are you hearing yourself? That she's telling you that she has been Miss Universe, like Miss Universe. Do you hear it? Like, you just want to, hello, anyone home? And he said, yeah, she's been Miss Universe, and she's been modeling for a long time and all that. I was just, and my husband was like, you know, you just get, what? I was so shocked. So after we heard about that situation, we started Googling, you know, the name, blah, blah, blah. She was nowhere to be found, I mean, nowhere. Not that we believe that, but we just had to check. It's like, yeah, maybe some model pictures, or because since she had become a model for one of Norway's biggest fashion magazines, I thought that maybe it was written something about her. And I tried to speak to my brother, like on my text phone, and those answers I got back was so weird. Like, I had to believe what was being said. It's like those feedback I got back, something was up. Like, what? This is like a fucking mind, you know? Okay. So the time went again, and suddenly I just went in my mailbox, and then I gotten some letters from the magazine in Oslo, the fashion magazine, and something about the universe, pageant, you know. When I was opening that letter, it was written about that this is just an evidence showing that this person was in competition for winning the universe, Miss Universe, and she was modeling, blah blah blah. Like, it was a letter like this. I don't remember how many lines, but it was like an evidence that she had been there and that she was actually Miss Universe. And I was like, okay, first of all, I used to work in a prison. I used to be a prison guard, and I know so well when something has been I don't know, when you are being sneaky with documents, when you are mixing and matching stuff in there. I'm not quite sure what it is. Is it like document forge or 4G? I don't know the right name for it, but I saw so many letters that was wrong. It was so not professional written at all. And I saw, you know, the logo of the company was like a little bit too up. How you say, like, it was not straight. And I was like, okay, so this look fake. So what she been doing? She had faked that. My brother, he believed it. Yeah. You didn't have to tell him anything. He believed it. Could not shake him from that rock. He believed it. So I was like, fine. I don't know what you are on, but wow. Then stuff started firing up. Oh my god, this is such a, it's like I want a cigarette now. I feel like really I need a cigarette just talking about it, because oof. After a while, the time went. She did some damaging, more damaging to. She was like she was very busy by hunting down his ex-wife and tormenting her with everything she could. I'm not sure that what everything she did, but my brother's ex-wife has written 2 books. I know her 3rd book will soon be out, and I'm not sure if it is on English. If so, I will see if it is on English, because this is books that is really worth reading. It's crazy. But she wrote the books, and yeah, I will go to that later on. But she claimed that she was brutally attacked by his ex-wife, that his ex-wife had burned her like here with a curling iron, and she had this terrible, like what is that, a wound here, like terrible wound, because of the curling iron that his ex-wife should have done, which she didn't. So what happened, that my brother's wife had hurt herself to make it look like that his ex-wife had done it. Yeah. So when you are tormenting people like that, and when someone is bruising themselves to make others pay for it, so she wanted my brother to hate his ex-wife even more. The thing is that my brother and his ex-wife have a daughter together, and his ex-wife have really protected the child from her father, my brother, because all what's happening. And what happened next, of course, is that she's putting a police report on my brother's ex-wife, because of she told that she had been burning her with his curling iron. And I know that case went away because there was no truth to it. And the thing is that I was like, I heard that she was putting in a lot of police reports, that police are very familiar with this person, putting in police reports for no freaking reason. So it was just, okay, fine, let's forget about that case, like. And as the time went on, they were going to get married. And I'm like, are you for real? And I was so scared for my brother. I tried to text him because we could not speak on the phone. I don't know, he never picked up the phone when I was calling. We only text. And then I started recognizing her writing, because it was never my brother texting me back. It was her. She always had his phone. And I cannot believe how fast my brother was brainwashed to believe all of this so fast? How is it possible? Is it love that makes you so blind? One thing is blind, but makes you delusional. Like, what's going on in your head? You never was like this before. What happened to you? Did you hit your head, or what is it? I couldn't recognize him. He didn't want to believe anything I was saying, even if I had the proof. Like, she has never been Miss Universe. She has never even been a freaking model. And and then he got mad at me for being like I was, because I was starting to become a hunter, you know. I wanted to hunt this down and find whatever thing I could find on her, because all the alarms was up, you know. So can you blame me for like being a hunter or investigating? That's the better word for it. Hunter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Have something to drink. Oh my god. But as the time went, my brother, he called me like after he was done being mad, and then, oh, he's going to be a dad. She was pregnant and all that. And I'm like, oh, congratulations. Well, that's good. Like, I was always happy for him, even if I was not agreeing with his choices. It's not that I will not be happy for him, because I really was. So I really want to put it away, how she was, but I couldn't. So the time went again, and I heard that my brother, he said that someone has attacking her and made her, well, of course this is the ex-wife that had attacked her, which she didn't. She lost her babies. Remember, I say babies. And back to police reporting his ex-wife about that, because she was getting blamed for the reason she had lost, had this miscarriage and stuff like that. And you know, everything that came that from them, whatever happened, was just like a shock. Because it was always something drama, something. There was always something going down. And then I was like, okay, miscarriage, did you go with her to the hospital? You know, did you even get to see, you know, the doctor? And he never was with her when she has been at the doctor's, or he just took her word for it. I just have to say that I can't remember every single thing in this story, but I'm trying to focus on the biggest part of it, because so much shit went down with this situation. So of course I am that bitch that I will not tolerate people that does stuff to my family members. I will come after you. And which I did. So what happened was that I got blamed too for something in this matter, and I said, I don't believe that you were pregnant. I don't believe it. And I tried to tell my brother, I don't believe it. You have no document on anything. You haven't. She hasn't even been on a checkup that you haven't seen. Well, she's on the well, she's at the doctor now and stuff. Well, do you know that she is? And then a few days went by again, and suddenly I get another letter in my mail. Oh my god, this was the topping of the iceberg. Oh my god. I got a letter from her doctor telling that she have lost 8 babies. Not 1, not 2, not 3. She had fucking lost 8 babies, something like that. And she had as well had some heart failure. She had some cancer. I think she had all the diseases you can even imagine. I don't remember. I just remember that when it says 8 kids, that she lost 8 kids, and that some of the kids in her was protected by a rubber band. I don't know. You don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just going through what's been said. I don't know anything. I just know that I remember the rubber band, and the kids were something to hold them up or something in some rubber band. I don't know. It's so sick. It's like I'm getting embarrassed. Oof. But either way, I got a really like this letter from the doctor telling that she was telling the truth. That I had to stop abusing her, or I'd like stop coming after her because I was so wrong. And then I was like exploding when I saw this letter, because number 1 rule, a doctor is not allowed to speak up about patients to other people. They have the confidential, I don't even know how to say that word. You know what I mean. A doctor is going to shut it. He's not allowed to tell me anything, because he was not going to break. You can't break the rules. That's just how it is. Well, I am as very stubborn as I am. I am going straight to the doctor. I'm like in this office, like knocking on the glass, like, hello, I need to speak with this doctor. And she's like, do you have an appointment? And I said, no, I don't, but I think this is as important. And then I just told her that I received a letter in the mail from that doctor talking very sensitive information to a stranger, to me. And I want to speak to that doctor because this is not allowed. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay. And I came into this doctor, and I, introduced myself, and I gave him the letter, and I told him that I think you have been, how you say that, I don't know how you say that, when your signature, your license number, everything is being abused. That she done it again with that. I don't know how she does it, but it's like the logo was wrong. It's like you could see when she's typing, because she has some error in how she's spelling stuff, and I recognize her typing right away. And we were sitting and talking, and he's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I need to call that we have this company for only doctors that can report in abuse or whatever that comes to a problem. And this doctor, he was new in the game, just done with on school and everything, and this is what he gets. Like, this woman is taking advantage of him with stealing his license number and all those important things. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but I know that she got a police report on it. She did. And now it will be very interesting. After a while, I don't know how far it went between every situation, but it was like week or two between every situation. Suddenly, I was reported to the police. Yep, I got the report on me, and I'm like, okay, what have I done? And I did understand right away who had done it and stuff like that. So I was making an appointment with the police, and I came there for a hearing, and he said to me that she is putting a report on me because I am the one that was fixing with the documents. I did it, not she. So she was reporting me for doing something that she did. Yep. I was so shocked, like, what did you just say? That I did it? And how the F in F? How could I get the signature from her doctor? Because people in Norway has their own family doctor. How do I get the signature or the number that is on the stamp from the doctor? And this doctor was, I think, 15 minutes from where I was living at the time. I was, and the police man, he said to me, hey, just chill. We have so many reports on people from her, and that she was forbidden to put in any more reports to the police, because it was every day, new one on this one and that. So me with many more people. Yeah. So I was the one doing that. Yeah. So my brother, he was so pissed at me for doing that. Like, he believed her that I was doing those documents. So, yeah, shocked. I don't know what to say to it other than, yeah. But anyways, I feel right now that I really need to go and have a cigarette, because I feel the rage coming back, you know, with the situation and everything. I know it's years now, but I'm going for a cigarette, and I will be right back. It was really good with a cigarette and just sitting outside in the heat. It's like, oh, over midnight now, so yeah. So where was I? Yeah, after the police report and whatever happened, that I got blamed for the whole thing when his wife, not when his girlfriend was doing everything, but hey. Okay. They got married, and I wanted to go in the wedding to give my brother some support even after everything. And I noticed that my brother had becoming very tense and angry, and he was so tense about everything. When after the wedding was done, they claimed that people have been stealing the liquor and wedding gifts and what the F not. And I'm like, who have done this? And then they claimed that the maid of honor to his coming wife, his wife was doing that with her boyfriend. It's like it was blame here and there, and it was so much at the time. So I was just like, you know what? I'm done with this fucking bullshit. I can't do it anymore. And I had a lot of contact with my other family members who were as well attacked by my brother and his recently, his new wife, with a lot of the same stuff that came at me. And there was another pregnancy with the same story, 8 kids and whatnot. And she got cancer, she got a heart attack, she got the Parkinson, and oh my god, there's so much of this different kind of health issue that she did have. And my brother, he believed her blindly. He believed even it was not even a small evidence. He believed that the evidence she made in her dark room, you know, it's like I'm looking, see what she's doing, like mixing and matching all those papers together to make them fit, and just, my brother, he so blind, he didn't, I have, still to this day, he does not see what's going on. And I got so much more on my plate to tell you guys, and the last thing they did towards me was that his ex-wife asked me if I could be a witness in their oh my god, what is that in English? It was this case coming up where you decide how much time the dad can have with their kids and stuff like that, and are they healthy enough to actually be a dad, you know. What is that in English? The full, like in the law, I don't know what it's called, but I think you get me. They wanted me to be a witness, and when I did that, because I witnessed against him, I was on his ex-wife's side. And of course, that is like a big no in the book. You should support your brother, not the ex-wife. But in this matter, I really did. Because my brother was totally a maniac. Sorry, he was. And still is. I'm sorry, it's like I get so pissed off when I'm thinking about all of this. But I did tell his ex-wife's lawyer that he cannot be a dad at this time, because he is not being, I don't know how to say this in English, but he was not at his right mind at that time. And when his daughter, she was so little, she could not be around him, because he was talking all this terrible stuff about her mom, you know, his ex-wife. And parents should not put their kids between them and give them shit, you know. Let the kid be the kid, and the grown-ups can argue whatever. Just keep the kids out of it. I really could not stand by my brother's side, because I saw that he was not well. He was not right. And I felt so terrible when I said that he is not suited to be a dad at this time. But I was not thinking of him. I was thinking of his young daughter. I wanted her to have the best life that she could get, and in safe frames, you know. So I took what was coming after that situation. And after that situation, my cat got lost. And yeah, people tell me, oh yeah, cat get run away, or they get eaten, or... But the thing is that my cat was not outside in the nighttime. He was only outside in the daytime when I was at school. I had to make sure that they did not know where I was going to school, because you can bet your ass she would do some harm, you know, do some sneaky, make some fake something about me. And I was terrified that they were going to look up my son, because he has autism and all that. So but about my cat, he was every day meeting me, like when I was walking down to where I was living. He was always meeting me there, and like, meow. And we did that, and suddenly he did not come back home. He was just gone in the middle of the day. I could not understand that. No one had seen him, and we were living in a very cat-friendly neighborhood. Everyone had cats, And everyone was like, oh, did you lose? Okay, let me look in the basement. You know, people were so helpful. There was nada. And I do not have any evidence that they did something to my cat back then. But as paranoid as I got back then, I believed that they had stolen it. So, yep. It's like my husband said that I cannot think like that. But I did, because I always had to look over my shoulder, you know. Because they was after me. And they even said that I was hanging out with people, not quite sure what that is in English, but if you own money, you can go home to their door and you knock on the door. If you have a bat with you, you break their knees, you know, if they own money, right? They said that I was a part of a gang like that I was doing this and that. I was like, okay, you just had to take whatever was coming, because of course nothing of what they were saying was true. But I was terrified of my reputation, because I have worked in the law and I do still, and it's like that means everything to me what I do in my life. And having delusional people after, they can do some real damage to you. So, and this, who knew that my brother will become just like her? Who the fuck knew? So after that time, I didn't speak to my brother for years, and we did get some contact, and after those years, and that part I'm gonna leave for next Thursday. I think this will be it for tonight's story. So I got so much more for you next Thursday. So yeah, I say a lot of so I need to stop that. Anyways, so you can just imagine what more can come from those people. And it's like, if they find out about this video, and yeah, they can come at me, and I'm gonna tell you later why. So yeah, but I'm not scared at all anymore. I have learned a trick or two through my path until I came here where I am today. So you learn how to deal with people like that, and I really do not know what to call them still this day. It's like, it's not to be a psychopath. I do know it's a personality disorder, but here is a big mix of what this woman is doing and my brother is doing. So, and if you have any kind of question to the story, or you want to know something that I maybe missed out, please just ask. I will tell you. So yeah, let me know, and I will, because you know there is so much happening in here. So of course there might be a little tiny of the details of the story might be missing. So just ask me whatever, and I'm going to ask I cannot even speak. I'm going to answer you as good as I can. Oh my god. Let's cheers to that. Yep. And I enjoy doing this, absolutely. So I will see you guys on Sunday. We are still streaming that the Evil Within, I think, but I will have to figure out what's happening on Sunday. So yeah, my husband is back to full time back, and he's working at the airport, and stuff is opening up, and there's a shit show going on the airport. Everyone is going on vacation these days, so it's a lot of work for my husband right now. So yes. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening to me today. I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm sure you didn't. It's terrible when someone goes through this, I know, but what I'm trying to say is that it's a very interesting story. I just wish it didn't happen to me, but it's very interesting. So yeah. Okay, I see you on Sunday. Love yous. Bye for now.